In today's class, I will discuss with about the capacitance of a single phase overhead lines. We know that any two conductors separated by an insulating medium constitute a condenser or capacitor. In case of an overhead line, two conductors forms the two plates of the capacitor and the air between the conductor behaves like a dielectric medium. Thus, an overhead line can be considered to have the capacitance between the conductors throughout the length of the line. The capacitance is uniformly distributed over the total length of the line and may be regarded as a uniform series condenser connected between the conductors. And the capacitance are shown in the figure. So this is figure 1, that is the higher potential, and that is also the higher potential. That means two conductors act as a two plate of the capacitor, whereas the medium is the air in between two conductor, and this medium is act as a dielectric strength, so that's become a capacitor. So in case of short transmission, long transmission and medium transmission lines, the capacitors are uniformly distributed throughout the line. We always consider that for simple calculations. Now this is the capacitor, and this is the applied voltage, and the charging current is denoted by IC. When an alternating potential difference is applied across the transmission line, that means this, as we follow this diagram, that is the alternating voltage V, and that is a transmission line. There are two conductors, and in between them there is a capacitor. It draws a leading current even when supplying no load. This leading current is an quadrature with the applied voltage, and it termed as the charging current. It must be noted that the charging current is due to the capacitive effect between the conductors of the line and is not of any way depends on the loads. The strength of the charging current depends upon the voltage of transmission. The capacitance of the line and the frequency of AC supplies are given and expressed in terms of charging current IC equals to 2 pi FCV, where F is the supply frequency in hertz, C is the capacitance in the line, and V is the applied voltage. If the capacitance of an overhead line is high, the line draws more charging current, which compensates the cancels of lagging components of the load current, that means the reactive components. Hence the resultant current flowing in the line is reduced. The reduction of resulting current flowing in the line result is number 1, reduction of line losses, and so increase the system efficiency, because if the capacitance effect is large, then the line current flows through the circuit is comparatively low. Due to the low current, the I square or power loss will be low, and we know losses are inversely proportional to the efficiency, so system efficiency will be high. Now second point, reduction of voltage drop is improved of voltage regulation, because the formula of voltage drop is I into Z. If the capacitance is increased, then the I will also decrease, and due to the decreasing current, the I into Z voltage drop will also decrease, and this improves the voltage regulation. The other advantages of transmission line having high capacitance are increased load capacity and improved the power factor. Now the potential at charged single phase conductors. Consider a long straight cylindrical conductor A of radius r meter and having a charge of q coulomb per meter of its length. This is a conductor whose radius is r, 2 points P and Q, and now the electric field intensity at a distance x from the center of the conductor is E equals to Q by 2 pi epsilon 0 into epsilon r into x volt per meter. Taking the air medium ER equals to 1, then E equals to Q by 2 pi epsilon into x volts per meters. Now, the potential difference between conductor A and identify the distance neutral plane. A plane neutral plane is a plane where E and therefore the potential is 0 will be equal to the work done in the positive charge against E from the infinity to the conductor surface and is given by VA equals to integration of infinity to R q by 2 pi epsilon 0 into x dx, and that is equals to q by 2 pi epsilon 0 to integration of infinity to R dx by x. Capacitance of a single phase overhead lines. Consider a single phase overhead line with two parallel conductors, each of radius r meter and placed at a distance of d meter in air. It is considered that the distance d between the conductors is large in compared to the radii of the conductors. Therefore, the density of charge on either conductor will be particularly unaffected by the charge of the other conductor and will therefore be uniform throughout the length. A uniformly distributed charge on the conductor acts as though it is concentrated on the conductor axis. Therefore, for the purpose of the present analysis, it is considered that the charge plus q coulomb on the conductor A and minus q coulomb on conductor B are concentrated at the center of the two conductors, which separated from each other by d meters. So, these are the two conductors, and where radius is r, that is conductor A, conductor B, and here is charge q, and there is minus q, and the distance between two conductors is d. Now the potential difference between the conductors A, neutral, infinite plane is VAN equals to integration of r to infinity q by 2 pi epsilon 0 into dx plus integration of d to infinity minus q of 2 pi epsilon 0 into dx by x, that is equals to q by 2 pi epsilon into log e to infinity plus log e 1 minus 1 by r and minus log e infinity plus log e d, that is equals to q by 2 pi epsilon 0 log e into d by r. Similarly, potential difference between conductor B and neutral infinity plane VBN equals to integration of r to infinity minus q by 2 pi epsilon into dx by x plus integration of d to infinity q 2 pi epsilon 0 dx by x, that is equals to minus q 2 pi epsilon 0 log base e d by r volt. The potential difference between conductor A and B, that is VAB equals to VAN minus VBN, that is equals to q by 2 pi epsilon 0 log base e d by r minus of q 2 pi epsilon 0 log e d by r, and that is equals to q by pi epsilon 0 log e d by r volts. The capacitance of the line is that. Now, the unsymmetrical line with transposed conductors. Here, consider that the charge per unit length is same for every part of the transposed cycle, that in figure 1, figure 2, and that is figure 3. So that is the average value of the voltage of conductor A will be VAN1 plus VAN2 plus VAN3 divided by 3. Now the voltage of the conductor A is in the position 1, 2 and 3, we have VA N1 equals to 1 by 2 pi epsilon 0 into Q1 log E 1 by R plus Q2 log E 1 by D1 plus Q3 log E 1 by D3 volt. Similarly, for VAN2 equals to 1 by 2 pi epsilon 0 into under bracket Q1 log base E 1 by R plus Q2 log base E 1 by D square plus Q3 log E 1 by D1 bracket close into volt. Similarly, for VAN3 equals to 1 by 2 pi epsilon 0 into Q1 log E 1 by R plus Q2 log E 1 by DQ plus Q3 log E 1 by D square volt. So the average value of voltage of the conductor A VAN equals to VAN1 plus VAN2 plus VAN3 divided by 3, and that is equals to 1 by 6 pi epsilon 0 into Q1 log E 1 by RQ plus Q2 log E 1 by D1 into D2 into D3 plus Q3 log E 1 by D1 into D2 into D3 volt. Now the simplified value is that 1 by 6 pi epsilon 0 equals to Q1 log E 1 by R3 plus Q2 plus Q3 log E 1 by D1 into D2 into D3 volts. Now the substituting Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 equals to minus of Q1 in the above equation, then we can get VAN equals to 1 by 6 pi epsilon into Q1 log E 1 by R cube minus log E 1 by D1 into D2 into D3 volt, or VAN equals to Q1 by 2 pi epsilon 0 into under bracket log E 1 by R plus log base E into 3 root of D1 into D2 into D3, that is equals to Q1 divided by 2 pi epsilon 0 log E into 3 into root over of D1 into D2 into D3 divided by R volt. Now the capacitance of conductor A to neutral CAN equals to Q1 by VAN, that is equals to Q1 divided by Q1 by 2 pi epsilon 0 log base C 3 into D1 root over of D1 into D2 into D3 divided by R. So that is equals to 2 pi epsilon 0 divided by log E 3 into root over of D1 into D2 into D3 divided by R farad per meter. Similarly, the expression for CBN and CCN can be obtained like this. That means all are equal. CAN equals to CBN equals to CCN equals to CN equals to 2 pi epsilon 0 log E 3 into root over of D1 into D2 into D3 divided by R. Now a problem. A 3-phase 50 Hz transmission line has flat horizontal configuration with 3.5 meter between the adjacent conductor. The conductors are number of 2 by 0 hard drawn 7 strand copper. The outside of the conductor diameter is 1.05 centimeter. The voltage of the line is 110 kV. Find the capacitance to neutral and the charging current per kilometer. Now the solution. Conductor radius R equals to 1.05 divided by 2 centimeter. That is equals to 0.5025 centimeter. Now the spacing D1 equals to 3.5 meter, spacing D2 equals to 3.5 meter and D3 equals to 7 meter. Now the capacitance to neutral Cn equals to, the common formula is that 2 pi epsilon 0 divided by log base E 3 into root over of D1 D2 D3 divided by R, and that is equals to 2 pi 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12 divided by log E3 root over of 3.5 into 3.5 into 7 into 100 divided by 0.5025, and that is equals to 0.00821 microfarad per kilometer. That is the first answer. Next answer, the charging current per phase IC equals to 2 pi FCN volt per phase. That is equals to 2 pi 50 into 0.00821 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 10 into 1000 divided by root 3 ampere per kilometer, that is equals to 0.164 ampere per kilometer.